and welcome back. I'm Alejandra.
And I'm Nick.
And this is Taco Tears Day.
Show about tacos, tears, and titties.
This show's actually sponsored by my grandparents.
Also, abuela is the
Abuelos.
Spanish word for, like, grandmothers. Abuela.
Yeah.
Okay.
But both of them together would be abuelos.
Abuelos.
Like, more than one grandparent,
Okay.
yes.
Abuelos. Cool.
They use the
Learning
male.
every day. A little Spanish lesson with every episode.
Yeah, they use the male, and just add an S to it.
Every society is male-dominated. Oh, my God.
Hey, guys.
Jesus. Tacos, tears, and tearing down the patriarchy. That's what we're into today.
I really thought you were going to say tacos, tears, and terrorists.
Nope. Not going there.
Well.
Not quite yet. Not with that America hat on today.
I'll say we got... There's a story to this hat, but we got tacos today from 419 Tacos here.
Repping that local.
Yeah.
This is also local. That's why I'm like doing this. It's a local cafe.
Like, that's not 419, but 419 is sponsoring our tacos. Well, they're not.
They're providing the tacos.
Yeah.
The sponsor
is my grandparents. My bad, yeah.
Abuelos.
Or abuelitos, yeah.
Abuelitos?
Little grandparents.
Little grandparent. Are they little?
I mean, they're Mexican, so.
You'd call them your abuelos?
We're
or your
generally
abuelitos?
short, you know.
All right.
Both. Abuelos, abuelitos.
All right. I'm not trying to be racist over here.
It's a joke, and it's not racist. It's a stereotype.
Alrighty. So, did not know. We also have
heard that-
margaritas, because why not?
You never heard that Mexicans are short
No.
in stature? You've
No.
never heard this
Well,
stereotype of Mexicans being short?
No.
That's so weird.
Why would you have a term for, like, your little grand? If you're saying that stereotypically they're short, why would you have a separate term for them being short? Wouldn't they all be abuelitos then, if they're all little anyway?
No,
According to the
ito
stereotype?
just means... I said this on one of our podcasts, I believe, that ito, if you add it to the ending of any word, it makes it small.
Yeah, so again,
So,
like,
taquito.
if...
Taquitos.
Taquitos. It's a
Taquito.
small taco.
No. But that's spelled
But they're like
differently.
they're like taquitos are like circular. That's like...
They're circular.
If you're only listening, you should be watching. That didn't make any sense.
Well,
Okay, anyway, so 419 Taco
yes.
also got this is just classic margarita, right?
Yeah, I got classic because we're classy.
Classy. Yeah, talking about titties. Very classy show.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's lots.
Honey, we're upgrading. Okay, we got alcohol in this show now.
Gang gang.
We got Ice Mountain, like brand
Spring
water, you know,
water.
that Kirkland, whatever. We got like we upgraded the water.
If it was purified, it'd be better. Water tastes different.
It does.
I know I'm right,
It certainly
so.
does. But we also have. I walked in. I was here a little bit earlier, and I saw this. I like. So our engineer Joe. Hi Joe. He like makes cupcakes.
Yeah, we
And these
said
are
that
cupcakes
before.
we have today too. Yeah, so we're
Yeah,
just
but they're not taco cupcakes. Disappointed. Not mad.
not mad, disappointed.
Disappointed.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. Quotes of my mother. But yeah.
Yeah,
Do
so
you want to eat first? Should I eat first? You ordered for me. So what am I?
yeah,
looking
I
at
got
here?
you being vegan, no cheese, no meat taco. So
It looks pretty.
I literally
simple.
asked her if it because I got grilled shrimp to change it up, but I didn't even realize they had birria there, and I was like, ugh,
It's bedia.
it's some delicious meat, but you're vegetarian, so I guess you wouldn't know. But anyways, super tasty, juicy. I don't even know, like, do you even like to be described how meat tastes? I feel like that's weird. So let's not talk about that.
I've only been like this. That is strong as hell.
Oh,
I've only been. Oh God.
let me taste.
I've only been like. I've only not been eating meat for like 2 years. I remember what meat tastes like.
But he still eats meat. If you get what I'm saying.
Not recently.
No, not November.
No, not my whole 30s.
Well, I was gonna say we can recap, but one of us has to go first. And since we're
Do you
having
want
a
to
hard,
go first?
I don't know, we could like rock paper scissors, bitch.
All right. Like, do you do rock paper,
Scissors shoot.
Okay.
Come on.
Are we just doing one?
Yeah.
Whoever wins. All right.
Yeah.
You're fucking ready.
Yep. That means you're eating
I'm
first.
eating first. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Well, actually, I called my grandma a little bit before we were about to record, and I was like, "Hey, grandma, it's like since you're sponsoring the tacos, it's like, do you have a topic?" And I was like, has to start with the T. And my cousin's kid's over, I don't remember how old she is, but she's younger than 10. I know that. So my grandma like whispering into the microphone, like, you could do tacos and titties. And she's like giggling on the phone. And my grandpa's like right there. And I was like, we could do titties. And she was like making a joke about it. But then I was thinking about it. I was like, there's so much that we could talk about with titties. Like,
So much.
or in Spanish, tetas. Or
Tetas.
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 Yeah.
Welcome to my tetas. Like if you were to like show your tits, like be like, thanks for coming, my tetas. Like TED Talk.
Yeah, I
Or,
know
okay.
what you're
I didn't know
saying.
if you were getting the pun or not.
Of course I got it. But yeah, there's like obviously breast cancer, Hooters, nipple
Hooters.
piercing.
Nipple piercings, absolutely.
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras. Super fun. Would you have you participate in a Mardi Gras like a flashing of your titas, grand titans?
You already know I have. So
All right. Well, yeah, that's how you got that thing.
how I won all these bad boys
Oh.
this summer.
Show them. Oh.
Hey.
Are we?
Got
No, we only have the one set. Low budget show over here. We have the one set of beads.
No, I'm not usually like
You're proud of those.
I just thought I could bring them on the show.
You were like, look all my beads.
Look, I won these. No, we were this summer at this thing called Raft Off, which is where a bunch of people bring their boats, tie them up, hook them up, next to each other, and people were flashing tits, and I was drinking, and I was like, hey. So I want some beads. A little ASMR.
Oh.
I don't even know if they can hear.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
Comment below.
Well, I was going to say, also beneath these beads, I'm wearing my Hooters.
Hooters, Glass City, another local. All right.
Represent. I used to work there.
Shamelessly.
No, I kept it a secret, and I used a
now.
different name.
I mean, like now you're like I worked at what you call it, Hooties, right?
No, I call it Hoots.
Hoots, that's the one.
But still, no, I don't brag that I worked there. I still kept it a secret.
Like hundreds of people listen to this, right?
Oh, like hundreds. We're famous. No, but at first, when I first moved to Toledo,
you're gonna feel like such shit when we get 201 views on this video.
Right. When I first moved to Toledo, I literally was like, I need a job fast. I think I ended up moving here in February.
Mm-hmm.
February 2nd to be exact. Because I told you I remember everything because I'm crazy. And I needed a job and spring break was coming up. I think 3 weeks from the day I moved here. So I was like, I need a job that I can have cash money and I need one fast. So
why would you need cash money fast?
Because I needed money to bring on my trip. I didn't want to wait to be, because when you get hired in somewhere, you have to wait that period before you get paid for 2 weeks. And then usually it's not that much because of training. So I needed something where I was going to have cash. Yeah, so I chose a waitressing job. What are you?
Yeah.
What are you trying to shame?
I was
about?
gonna say I wasn't trying to shame.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking because you are you're a well-traveled individual.
What does that mean?
Tacos, tears, and traveling. Well, I mean, you do a lot of traveling during the year.
Yeah, I do.
You get around, the globe, not sexually. Get out of here. Not sexually.
No.
Come on.
We don't do that.
What are you, me 10 years ago? No. You're traveled. So I was
around,
with you thinking spring break, I had this thing in my mind of I need a job where I can start working and then immediately take 2 weeks off. I was like, how are you going to get hired and be like, oh, by the way, I got to go.
You do that. When you go get a new job, I always tell them if I have a vacation plan, even if it is in 2 weeks or if it's in December. I always say,
that's not a good plan to get. I wouldn't hire someone if they're like, oh, and by the way, I'm going to immediately be taking some time out. I'd be like, well, we're looking for someone to kind of start now.
Yeah, but they're always, or at the time they were always hiring. And I told them, I said, if you need me to start, I can start after my vacation. But they're like, no, we want to get you trained now. I was like, fine by me.
Alrighty. Well, because
funny story.
And I shouldn't judge you for that because I did that when I worked in the other department that we work together at the place where we work, I got hired in, and I was immediately like, hey, I'm going to Costa Rica for like 2 weeks. And they were like, cool, come train for a week, then leave and forget everything we fucking taught you, and then come on back. And that's exactly what I did. I basically learned, like, and the whole week I was like, you are gonna just have to tell me this again. Like, I'm gonna retain none of this, and that happened.
Yeah, well, for me, funny story.
So I should, kettle, pot.
I went
or
by,
pot kettle, whatever.
I had a fake name at Hoots.
Oh.
I didn't want to use my real name when I started working there.
So you went with Maria?
No, like it was close to my real name. I went by Alex there.
Okay.
And one of my friends, actually he was my boyfriend at the time, he's like, you'd make more money if you went by Allie. But it was joking. But I don't know, I just went by Alex. Some strange people can come in there at times. I think the strangest customer I ever had, perfect example to use a freaking fake name. It's his birthday, he has family. And
he made the cupcakes himself.
No, it wasn't Joe. No, it was this weird guy. And he's like, what's your last name? So I told him what my last name was. And he's like, can I find you on Facebook? And I was
your real last name?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
But that name, Alex, I didn't go by anywhere else in the world, you know? So he's like, can I add you on Facebook? And I was like, if you can find me. So, I'm taking drinks, coming back with food. And every time I'd come, he's like on his phone. And he'd be like, is this you? Is this you? Is this you?
Like, does it look like me?
Well, because he's like, what are you wearing in your profile picture? I was like, I'm wearing a black dress. Get out of here. I was like, I'm wearing a black dress. And like, he was doing that. And then this other lady was like, that was with him. I'm pretty sure she was
with his family.
Yeah. But none of them are like kids, like,
Still,
they're all like adults.
With his family.
Yeah, but they're at Hooters for his birthday. Come on.
Creeping on the waitress.
Well, whoever he was with, she was a lesbian, I'm pretty sure, because she's like, you got a boyfriend? I was like, oh, it's complicated. And she's like, let me make it uncomplicated for you. And I was like, here's your check. Just weird stuff happening there at Hoots.
Bruh. The amount of bullshit you have to put up with, like, as a server, like, the number of, like, times I fake laughed at people. Dude.
I feel like I was pretty genuine. Like, in a good mood, unless you did something to piss me off. But even then, to me, the customer's always right. And I know people are like, no, they're not. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm not. Yeah, but I'm representing like that company. Like, I can't, just because I'm having a bad or I never know what people are going through. So like, I always treated people with respect and try to treat everybody equally. And
well, like, do that, but like, I had an experience with a DoorDash driver recently, who was like I'd gone out there and the guy like went to the wrong thing. I was like, oh yeah, like I know, because like we work in a pretty big building, like it's like a lot of whatever. So I was like, oh yeah, it's whatever. I was like, this is like my third time out here. Like apparently I'm like ordering lunch for like the whole building today because it was like my third time out. Like, and the guy took me ordering lunch for everybody, meaning like I was paying for everybody's lunch, and that wasn't what was happening. And he's like, you must have got some money. He's like, Trump must have cut you a check, didn't he? And I'm thinking, like, I don't know when, like the last round of, like, checks didn't, or, like, the only round of checks we've received so far was, like, months ago. So I was like, no, not at all. And he's like, that man's crazy. He's like, you didn't vote for him, did you? And I did not. Let me be perfectly clear. I did not vote for that man the first time or the second time.
Okay, chill.
But, like, this dude to, like, ask me that, I was like, I had, like, almost, like, a war flashback to, like, because I'd also been a server at, like, other places with a more conservative clientele where I would maybe not act so... Or I would be acting. This is me. This is not an act. But I would act a little less like myself because it was people who, were a little more family valued. And so when I was engaged to a man, I would wear a ring, and people would be like, "Oh, like your wife must be very lucky." And so my wife's name was Alana because my fiance's name was Alan. So I was
you lied about your wife?
Yes, for them tips, Mama. Absolutely, I didn't want these conservatives thinking I was a homosexual. I wasn't gonna be like, oh no, like I was gonna be like, yes, like my male fiance is a very like. I wasn't gonna like twist their reality.
Yeah.
I was like, you're right. I was like, oh yeah, Alana and I are very happy.
Anytime like anyone's like, "Oh, do you have a boyfriend?" I'd be like, "It's complicated." And they're like, "Oh, let me make it uncomplicated for you." And I'm like,
"Let me uncomplicate it." You're like,
a lot of other people would say that though. Like,
really?
Yes, like that's a line. Like, let me make it uncomplicated. And I'm like, no, I'm crazy, you know, like, we've been together for so long. Like, I would just try to make him, like,
I'd be
scare
like,
him
he'll
away.
kill you.
And then the times I guess I didn't, or if they just kept egging and egging and egging, I was like, it's against company policy. Like, I can't give out my phone number to customers.
Yeah, no.
But it's like this weird thing at Hoots because, like, it's like, how far am I willing to be pushed to get a tip? You know, like,
Yes,
how long,
that
how
sucks.
weird, or like, how far am I going to let this person push? Because then, like, you're not supposed to, like, I don't think you're supposed to hug the customers. I can't remember. If they, I think they can't make contact, but you
Just
can.
look from Joe.
I can't remember. Like, they're not allowed to touch you. Like, they can get kicked out. But if you initiate the
Like a
hug,
strip club, yeah.
yeah. But if you like initiate the hug, I think it's okay. But one thing,
Consent, yeah. It's consensual.
you know, I never had anyone smack me in the ass, but I was waiting for the day. Like, I would have probably lost my job. Because I've had people smack me in the ass at, like, parties and stuff, and I've, like, turned around.
What do you mean, like, parties? Like, what?
Like, in college, people would just, like,
Oh,
smack your
okay.
ass. Like, and I'd be like, I'd turn around, and they'd be like, ooh, and I'd be like, boom. Like, no.
Excuse you, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was going to say, one of the things that Hooters does every October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So it's pretty popular there, and they do some cool things. Like, if you buy a certain drink, you know, part of the proceeds go to breast cancer. And I say breast cancer is pretty,
Speaking of changing the subject.
well, it's related. Hooters, October, breast cancer,
Okay.
titties.
Oktoberfest, all right, titties.
Yeah, we're talking about tits. So I was just talking about
Get
breast
into
cancer.
it.
Jeez. You don't want me to, so.
It's not that I don't want you to. I think this is a poignant issue.
Yeah, breast cancer sucks.
Yeah.
My grandma had it twice.
My grandfather had it.
Grandpa?
Yeah, men can get breast cancer. People do
I know
not
that.
know this.
Oh, I know that, but I'm
Other
just saying,
people.
like, grandpa.
Everybody
like, wow.
except us does not know this. We're the
No,
only
I
two
know
people.
men can get it, but I don't think I've ever met anyone whose male family members have had it. Because my grandma had it twice. She beat it. She's doing good and healthy, Grandma. I love you because I know you're
Thank you for
listening to this.
sponsoring these titty tacos.
Yeah, Grandma. You thought it was a joke, but we're talking about titties.
We're talking about titties, Grandma.
Just
Abuela.
please make sure Grandpa's not listening. Oh, no. I was going to say, and the other weird part is that my cousin on my dad's side also had breast cancer. So, unfortunately, I have it running on both sides of the family. But apparently hers, my cousin's, wasn't,
It was like benign, I think, is the not.
no, it
dangerous
like,
one.
it's not hereditary. Does that even make any sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to
Like, I'm
explain
a dumb
it.
bitch. I don't think there's a chance of me sending that on to my children.
Again, two uncompletely related.
Well, I mean, in the fact that, like, it's.
Because most people think if, like, oh, if this person had breast cancer, it's going to run down the line.
Oh, yeah.
But the way my aunt described it, she basically said it wasn't like a familial thing so that I wouldn't have to worry about it. But, like, I still kind of am because it doesn't run on both sides of the family. So
Are you doing, like, regular.
apparently
checkups?
my mom's, like, always like, you need to get your, like, boobs checked. And I'm like, Mom, like, I called my doctor. I told her. And she said that usually women don't schedule them until I think she said 40.
Okay.
She said unless it's in the first line. So, like, if my mom had it, then they would start testing me now at my age. But since they started testing my mom because my grandma had
Yeah,
it.
she got checked younger.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But I technically don't have to. And my mom's, like, all about it. She's like, get your titties checked. And I'm like, I would, but the doctor, recommended that I shouldn't. But my cousin she was in her young 20s when she had her breast cancer.
Yeah.
So.
Well, like, you can do, like, self-examination and whatnot.
Oh, I know. I mean, I've touched my breast, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gay man in his 30s, prostate exam next year. Honey, I'm examining that shit myself constantly. I'm kidding.
Nick,
Mostly.
I'm still eating.
I'm so single.
You and me both.
Yeah, that's, like, wild.
Wild.
I didn't know that men could get it until, like, because, like, my grandparents, like, my mom's parents, they passed away when I was, like, really young, so, like, I didn't really know them all that much. But it wasn't until, like, later, like, when I, like, would talk to my mom about it that she was like, oh, yeah, she was like, Papa, because we're Southern, Mama and Papa. She's like, Papa, had that.
Papa and Mama.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I didn't know, like, dudes could get that. Like,
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
ooh,
I
the
knew
more
they
you know.
could.
So, yeah.
Yeah, well, another topic, kind of that we're done talking about breast cancer, unless I guess
Yeah, let's get to something happier over here.
related to
maybe.
squishing of your boobs when they do them.
Mammogram.
Yeah, my mom's like, it hurts. And I'm like, great. But, you know, some people like a little breast stimulation, including my friend who just got her nipples pierced.
Oh my god.
I went with her a couple of days ago.
Did she throw up?
No.
I've heard people throw up from the pain.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I had a friend in Atlanta who got his nipples pierced, and mind you, he had like really tiny nipples, so they had to go like behind, and he almost like passed out and threw up.
He might have not eaten.
I guess women
Because they
have
tell
a
you to
little more,
eat before you get your nipples pierced.
Oh, work. Okay.
You know who had their nipples pierced? My biological dad. I remember as a kid.
Both of them?
I think so. Like as a little kid, like my dad's nipples are pierced. I'm like, oh, what's that?
What is that?
I ain't judging, because I thought about getting them done. Because like,
Would you do it with me if I got my nipple? I would only do one. Would you get a nipple pierced if I got a nipple pierced?
I think I would do both. I don't think I would just do one. I've been thinking about it
So
for a
yes,
while.
you'd get at least one done if I got at least one done. I think depending on how that first one felt, I might get a second one. But I'm
Well, I watched this lady do it because I went with her a couple days ago, and I was really contemplating because it was at a tattoo shop, and I was like, I'm either gonna get my nipples pierced or get my next tattoo, but everything had to be by appointment, and I was like,
Yeah.
dang COVID. I was like, it sucks because you can't go walking in it. Or
yeah.
this was up in Michigan, so maybe in Ohio.
Thousands of people are dying every day, but we can't get a tattoo on the spot. Continue. I'm kidding.
I'm like, why do you do that?
Because I'm a shitty human being.
All right, well then fuck me. I'm not talking anymore.
Don't be like that.
Me don't be like that.
You know that I'm a terrible person.
I'm learning more each and every day.
Oh my gosh! Don't act like you didn't know. We made a podcast together. We're total strangers. We've never interacted before. Your taco got a lot of stuff. Speaking of changing the subject, you got like peppers and shit on there.
Dude, no, these are mangoes.
What?
Yeah. Mango's my favorite fruit in the world, and if you
Yes.
haven't tried it, you're missing out.
Yes, God, mangoes.
But
mango, get you one.
I have never had.
And honey, if he ain't a vegan, you just let that man go. I saw that on a shirt.
Get it for yourself.
I should have.
Oh my gosh, I know what to get you for Christmas now.
I don't celebrate.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm not
My
a
bad. I know what to get you as a gift.
There you go. Although my mom sent me like a little care package recently, and it included like a bunch of stuff. But like 3 of the things in there were like wrapped, like Christmas gift wrapped, and I'm like, Tanya, no.
Like, Mom.
Like this is not like I don't have a tree. Like what the fuck am I gonna do with these?
Actually,
I'm gonna wait because she wanted me to wait to open them, so I am gonna wait till the 25th to open them.
But you don't celebrate.
My mom has funny requests. She also, for Christmas, my mom also got me a subscription to Misfit Market.
Yay!
So like I'm getting like sponsored posts. I'm kidding. So I got a bunch of like weird fruit at home right now to dig through.
Oh, you got any mangoes?
No.
Papaya?
I glanced very quickly. It's like they should sponsor this.
Titties.
Titties.
Ass and titties.
Yeah. Melon.
Ass,
I'm sure they
titties.
put melons in them. I got a grapefruit, some apples, limes, cucumber, it looked like radicchio, some red leaf lettuce, and some potatoes. And that was like all I saw on the top. I'm sure it's just multitudes of those 6 or 7 specific things.
Unrelated to titties,
Unrelated.
I've always been curious because you don't celebrate Christmas, but you have a favorite Christmas song.
Well, that's a gay thing.
What?
Oh, you're talking about my other one. Oh, no. Okay, so, like, Trixie Mattel talks about this. Like I'm not a Christian. I'm not, like, I don't do Christmas, but I love Christmas music, and I love the festiveness that goes on. Like, I love Christmas lights, garlands, wreaths, all that. Like, I love the secular flair that is Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as, like, celebrating a man who was actually born in the summer, I like his birthday, saving the earth, whatever. Not about it. Like, I'm not a Christian, so I don't celebrate Christmas for that reason, but I love, like, the winter season because of, like, the holiday frivolity that springs up from it. Like, the cafe that I love to go to has, like, greenery and lights and music playing. And yes, what do you think my favorite Christmas song is?
Mariah Carey.
Okay, no.
I thought you told me that that's what it was.
No, that's because I'm gay. All gay people are supposed to love that song. My favorite Christmas song is "Christmas in the Sand" by Colby Calais.
Oh, you did tell me that.
I love that song because I'm from Florida, so beach Christmas kind of crap.
My favorite
Santa on a surfboard. Yes.
My favorite Christmas song is "Last Christmas" by Wham.
Wham.
Because I'm a hopeless romantic.
Wham bam.
Last Christmas.
Your debut album right here.
I gave everyone my heart, but y'all threw it away.
But the very next week, you ghosted me. Ghosted Christmas past over here. Oh my God. This is the most derailed we've ever been on an episode, and I think it's because of these strong-ass margaritas.
Derailed? I feel like we're super on topic, except when I said
Christmas titties.
A little off topic. I said I was just curious about your favorite Christmas song.
Right.
But I was wondering if, Jewish people who don't celebrate Christmas,
Hanukkah, yeah,
if they have a favorite Christmas song. I've always been curious if people who don't celebrate Christmas still have a favorite Christmas song.
I'm sure you can,
because I'm trying to think of other holidays that have music, but
All I Want for Christmas Is You is a secular song. It does not relate to Christianity at all. She doesn't mention Jew.
Well,
there's secular Christmas, Saint Nicholas and shit, and then there's
Santa baby.
There's there's Baby in the Manger kind of Christmas. There's Christmas, and then there's Xmas, basically. Yeah, there's that kind of stuff there. Oh, fun fact! I don't know if you knew this about me, Allie. I was in choir in high school.
Same, and in college.
And I actually got to perform at Disney World.
What the
twice.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I got to perform at Cedar Point.
That's the Disney of the North. Or the Disney of the Midwest, wherever.
Yeah, something like that.
That's cool, though. That's look at us, famous.
Gang, gang. That was a horrible high five.
You want to try again? You got to look at the elbow.
It's because I did it with his hand.
Yeah.
Ow!
I go for the whip crack.
Anytime that Nick gets fist
Stinger.
pumped, he punches someone.
I will.
Fist.
If someone's if they initiate it, I'm going full swing.
Go ahead with my rings.
People do whatever, because people do this a lot at work, and I'm always what up?
Is wrong with you?
I go in.
You're fucking weird.
I'm
gonna punch your
Don't mess
fist.
with the bull unless you're ready for the horns.
Shut up. That's me. I'm a Taurus.
Do you believe in things that are real? Or all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are the stars not real, Nicholas?
I don't think they dictate personality. I say that as someone who fully had I had a friend over this morning, and she fully did my tarot and oracle, and I was
who? Is it who I think it is?
Yeah.
Bitch just hung out with me again?
We were hanging out tonight. We're recording the show.
Oh my gosh. No, that doesn't count.
Tacos,
I told
tears,
her
and traitor.
I told her that I wanted to do mimosas this morning.
When? When did you say that? You have to
Don't worry
text
about
her.
it. No, I know. Whatever. I see you.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to have more than one friend.
Oh, you can. But I don't feel betrayed by you. I feel betrayed by her.
Why? Did you follow up on the plan? Bitch, normally someone has to make a plan with you 3 months out. You remember? And she still canceled on me. You remember?
I did not. You forgot too.
You remember in the summertime?
When I met you in the summer.
Calvin Harris. Oh my God. That song. That reminds me of a guy I kind of dated for a hot minute. This guy Sayed. I literally slept at his place. I got off of work. I worked third shift at the time. Fun little spin-off story here. I worked third shift. I went over to his place. We were freshly seeing each other. I don't even think we made it official. We weren't boyfriends, but we went on dated for a couple months. Not 3 or 4. And we I went over to his place, fell asleep with him in the morning when I got off work. And he left me there and he went and took care of errands,
Oh, yeah?
he grocery shopped. I woke up to him cooking a late lunch, and I was
it sounds like something in the movie.
I was did you leave me here all day? And he was yeah. I was you trusted me to be in your home? And he's what were you gonna do, steal my stuff?
Yeah.
And I was the fact that we're not married, say it if you're still out there.
Come back, baby. Baby, come back.
Yeah,
you can blame it all on Nick.
We do not have the money for musical rights like that. We can't.
We can definitely fucking
expensive
sing a
musical
song
cues.
on YouTube. That's why people do covers. But
Okay,
we
have
can't
to say it's
play
cover.
the song. Are you saying that I sound so good? I sound like the original? You can blame it on.
I got
There was something, and I just can't live without you.
This is totally derailed.
Baby, come back. All right, back to titties then.
I
Ass,
think
ass,
I'm
titties,
done talking
titties,
about
ass,
titties.
and titties. So we're gonna get our nipples pierced or what?
I think
told my
so.
girlfriend. I said
Let's
when
go.
because she has to get them removed and they'll do them for free. Like,
Wait, what?
okay, so when they did her nipple piercing,
Yeah.
she actually had them pierced beforehand, but she
Mhm.
had to get a CAT scan. Can't have metal in your titties. So she took them out. She said for 8 hours and they closed up that fast.
Oh yeah. That's
So she got them re-pierced and she's like asking me, she's like, should I wait for them to heal or should I re-pierce? And I was like, that sounds like a great question for the piercer. Why don't you
What
call?
do you mean
Re-pierce her titties. She's not
she
gonna.
hasn't gotten a re-pierce though.
No,
She took
she
'em out for-
did. She took them out for a CAT scan like a while ago.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to get them re-pierced.
Oh.
And she's like, should I wait for them to fully heal or should I get them re-pierced? And I was like,
oh,
that
the wound to
sounds.
fully heal already.
Yeah, her nipple. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that sounds like a question for a piercer, not your girlfriend.
Yeah, like seek professional advice on this one.
Yeah, so the lady did it and they put hoops in them because it's better for healing instead of putting a bar in. But she was like so calm. She was just like sitting there like this and like the lady was putting clamps on her nipples. And
She was a little turned on, like,
I mean, that's why people get them, right? And the lady said, for all of you, because one of my friends from work was like, I've been thinking about getting my nipples pierced.
who?
And she was like, but I don't want to lose sensitivity. And I was telling this to the piercer, and she's like, that's a myth. So for all y'all ladies who don't want to lose sensitivity in your nipples, get them pierced because
I feel
they'll
like it would be the
probably.
opposite.
I know. Which.
I would.
Whew.
Do they need to be more sensitive? I wonder.
I was talking to one of my guy friends today who literally told me not to talk about him today. And I'm not going to say his name.
She's like, I see you, Brian, or whatever.
And he's like, nipple piercings are, I don't think he said gross, but he's like, they're weird. And I was like, why? And he's like, they're just going to get in the way. And I was like, are you putting your penis in her nipple? Like, and he's
Well,
like,
if
no,
you're-
well, but what?
Well, I'm a biter, and I don't want to chip my tooth on some fucking metal.
Do you go as hard as you go punching in a fist as you go on a nipple? Like,
I've
What
left
are you
you guys
doing?
bruised before.
ow, Nick, get out of here. We're never having that threesome. Nick has a fantasy.
I don't have this. No, it's a mutual friend of ours who wants this to be a thing.
I beg to differ.
He wants it more than I do. He wants to get with you more than I want to get with him, and you don't want to get with me at all.
Or
Actually, I don't know.
him.
Or do you? I got that hammer dick, mama.
We're not about the size.
No, hammer, not like size of a hammer. You can have a small hammer.
We're just gonna like. No, no. We're not even discussing this. You're gay. Like, what are you gonna put a freaking bag over my head? Should I put some hair on my ass cheeks to make it look like a dude? It's actually the same friend that was over today. Was talking about his hairy ass.
Oh my god.
And I was like, dude, one of my exes used to shave his ass. And he's like, what? And I said, and one of the other guys I was seeing had the hairiest ass. And he's like, do you not care about that? And I was like, when the guy I was dating shaved his butt all the time, I was like, stop shaving your ass. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. Like, I don't mind a little hair.
Mhm.
But this other dude, I'd like put my hands on his butt and be like, whoop. I'd be like, where's my
tangled in,
hand?
I don't want to talk about this like gently because we're
Ass and
Sometimes.
titties. Yeah.
ass.
Titties, ass and titties. Shout out to Channing Tatum.
Our next sponsor. I like regarding body hair. I dated a guy who like would trim his chest a lot, and I was like, oh, like the first time like we got physical, I was like, oh, like I was like, did you do this for me? And he's like, yeah. He's like, guys usually like that, and I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm gay, like, which means I like masculine traits. So I was like, let that grow. And he has since.
You know what? I say me and my sister do this thing every year called the Cupid Undie Run. It's to raise money for neurofibromatosis. And it's up in
Can
Detroit.
you say that again, slower?
Neurofibromatosis.
Okay.
And you run a mile in the cold in like your bra and underwear. And it's to like, because they are having like pain on their body.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's internal and you can't see it. So like we in a sense, cause ourselves pain by running in like February in the
Yeah.
freezing cold when it's like whatever temperature it is in Detroit.
Yeah, in February.
But one of
Which
the
is like
guys,
60, thanks global warming.
no, it's not. I wish. But one of the guys that does the thing from Channel 955, one of the radios back home, he'll always shave his chest in like like I think this year February he did Superman, so he like did the S.
Oh, like the design in that. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was pretty funny.
Oh, wild.
Yeah.
Love that. Not about it. Love a hairy chest.
Hairy chest.
Hairy chest. Maybe
Well-
I'm crazy.
Crazy. I don't mind hair. I mean, it kind of reminds me of my dad.
We can talk about that on another one. Tacos, tears, and trimming it up. Trimming the bush.
Yeah, I just think like, I don't know. My dad has like super hairy chest, and I'm like, hey, Dad, what's up?
That's a
Don't even say what I think you're gonna say.
like and subscribe. Comment below.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say something, but it looks like we're at the end. If you don't want me to talk about
I
it.
thought you were gonna say, come here.
Not
Okay, good.
not
Good.
the other one, but a predilection.
What the fuck is that? What? What?
Daddy. Me with my mustache, basically.
So confused. We're gonna have to look that
Real
up.
quick, are you for this or no? I'm doing this to the December. I know Movember is like the mustache thing, but I'm doing it for December. Are you with this mustache?
Whatever makes you happy, Nick.
That is not an answer.
Two things. One, super disappointed that we didn't even finish our marks. Should we chug them? Back to the summer?
No, God,
You want
no.
some beads?
No, because we're gonna do our Q&A. Separate recording. So, yeah.
Well, I guess if there's... I feel like there was one more thing about titties, but if not... Breast cancer, hoots, pierced nipples.
If you have an opinion on titties, comment below. If you have a question about
Oh,
titties.
I was just always bullied
For
by my
what?
family for having small boobs.
Oh,
You know what they
itty-bitty
used to
titty
call
committee?
them? Yeah, they used to call them ant bites.
Ant bites, yeah.
Or
Or
mosquito bites.
Jinx.
Reminisce.
Pinch, poke, yummy.
No, but honestly, I like my titties just the way they are.
Tacos, tears, and trigger words.
No, because like I can wear like shirts with no bra underneath.
Yeah.
I've gone to work a couple times without a bra on. But I'm
Me
not
too.
wearing like if I'm wearing a sweater, like,
Hopefully not a Hooter sweater at work.
no. I wore it one time, but I was working outside in the yard. Okay. We didn't have a dress code there. Who is this gonna offend?
Nicole.
Nicole loves titties. She's also
Are you
gay.
saying that just because she's a lesbian?
Yes. What? Can you tell me a lesbian that doesn't love titties? Thank you.
If you're a lesbian who doesn't love titties, validate me below. Comment.
Or don't.
Y'all gotta be out there. Lesbians against titties.
Oh, I was going to talk about my hat, but
Nope.
I won it this summer at the Wrapped Off. Thank you very much.
For showing titties.
I usually don't ever do that. I was just getting real wild.
Except every summer. I'm kidding.
No, that was the first summer I ever went to it.
And you got all those beads for that too?
I did. It was crazy.
One time you got all that.
Yeah, it was pretty lit.
Lydia's a titty.
It was Liddy as a titty. Yay!
And with that,
Yeah, I think that's the
we're
end
going
of
to
our,
wrap this one up.
I think that's the end of our titty segment.
Yeah. The time has passed for our titty.
The tetas
Date that.
are no longer.
Time's up, tits. Yeah, it's been fun catching up again on a Sunday. I feel like I haven't seen you all week again.
I know.
It's been too long.
Doing your damn work for you in the office.
I know. And I oop.
And I clap,
And with that, again, like, comment, subscribe,
share,
share. My name's Nick.
and my name's Alejandra.
And this,
Or Alex.
or Alex, this has been Taco Tears Day.